Hey everybody, it's Mumbai Doug. Grab yourself what's left of a Coke. Or some other beverage of choice. I really don't care. It's up to you. I really don't want to influence your beverage choice at all. So I'm loaded down with paperwork today. Got it all. Everything. I went to, guess where I went? Let's see if I can show you this right here. I should. Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep showing you people that stuff? Yep. We had our consultation. It was so funny because we went to this office and I had all of my, I was a good boy, I had all of my paperwork filled out, walked straight up to that window, signed in, handed her my paper. I said, I've got my registration papers, and I was just waiting for them to tell me I did something wrong. I knew I didn't. And they didn't tell me I did anything wrong. And they took me in right on time, maybe even a couple minutes early. A woman came in and took me and Darla back. Took us back to this room right inside the waiting room, and all I could think was, oh my gosh, the people in the waiting room are going to hear everything we say. I mean, we're at a urologist's office. People are talking about pee, I guess, all day long, and they're privates, I'm sure. But yet I was concerned that someone might actually hear my conversation and do what with that information, I don't know. But anyway, so we're sitting there. It's not like an exam room. It's a little consultation room, I guess. There was a TV and VCR with a little TV stand, and then a whole bunch of big literature on the wall about everything urology you can imagine, and then a little love seat and then a chair across from it. So the obvious place for us to sit was in the love seat because we're in love. So anyway, we sit down in the love seat. It was very comfortable. I pick up a magazine, and Darla was, I don't know what she was doing. She was sitting right next to me, but I was not really paying attention because I was, nervous. I didn't know what was going to be involved in the consultation, if he was going to be like, well, let me see what I'm working with. But it wasn't like that. So anyway, I was waiting, and you ever get that feeling like someone is looking at you? And I had that feeling, so I knew no one was in there, but I felt like I needed to look over to the left. And I looked over to the left, and there are these female urethra models right there next to me, looking at me, I'm pretty sure. And I wanted to turn them over because it was the insides, which I'm not really, excited about the insides of that system. And so just before the doctor was to come in, I point out this female urethra thing, and I make a big point of it, and then make Darla laugh. So she's got the giggles, and I just knew this doctor was going to come in, and as soon as he said anything of a reproductive nature, Darla was going to be like, because I already got her started on the giggles. So what does she do? She picks up
the fact test.
Oh, she pulls this thing out of her purse about the school testing program that they've got going on, trying to, distract her mind from what was so funny. So then we're sitting there, and they've got all these videotapes stacked up for different things. And the one that was all queued up and ready to be pushed into the VCR, I thought, oh my gosh, what is this doctor going to think we're here for? Because I thought they had prepped this room for us, and there was this thing in the VCR, and the videotape said, enlarged prostate and you. And I thought, not me. That's not what I'm here for. And I didn't really put a whole lot on the questionnaire that I handed them, because it said, describe the chief complaint today. Basically, why are you coming to the urologist today? And you have to write that in. So I wrote in, I can still make babies and I don't want to be able to. No, I didn't. I didn't write that. Not like that. I wrote that give me a vasectomy. Something like that. And so I thought, why is this prostate video queued up for us to watch? So anyway, just as I'm thinking about this, and the urethra looking at me over there, and Darla over here reading, trying not to laugh, the doctor walks in, and so he's all, barely even has the door shut, and just as I feared, all the people in the waiting room, all the like 90-year-old women in the waiting room could hear this doctor say, "So I understand you're interested in having a vasectomy." And I was like, uh-huh. So it turned out he was very great bedside manner thing going on, very friendly, very, explaining things. Basically, y'all know this is not reversible very easily, and this is pretty much permanent and all of that stuff, and just making sure that we knew what this was all about. So then, after he explained all of that, he said, because the alternative to a vasectomy is a female tubal ligation. And he pulls out that diagram just to say, this is why it's more difficult than a vasectomy, and all of that stuff. Then he described what the procedure would be like, and what it would be like afterwards, and what I'm going to have to do in a couple of months to show that it worked. All that stuff. But he had a great bedside manner, very comfortable, and all of that. So, April 4th. It's a Friday. It's the big day. It's gonna happen now. It's gonna happen. So I got a subscription. I got a subscription from the doctor. Yeah, I got a prescription from the doctor for, let's count it here. What I got? Take 1 Valium prior to the procedure, 1 hour. Dispense, this is what I get to go get from the pharmacy. 1 tablet of Valium. What kind of bottle are they going to put that in? Or are they just going to be like, I'm going to walk up to the counter and be like, I'm here to pick up a prescription for Mumbai Doug, and they're going to be like, oh, we have it right here. Open your mouth, sir. What's that going to be like? So, yeah. I'm excited now. I just want it done now. So, April 4th, I have an appointment. It says so right here. April 4th at 3:30. Yep. Oh, and we left Kaya with our friends this afternoon while we went and did this doctor thing. And before we went to go pick up Kaya, our friends called us on the cell phone and said, by the way, don't be freaked out when you get to our house, because they live on a dead-end street. No one else lives down their street past where their house is. They're like, don't be freaked out if you get here and you see the homicide and the coroner's office and all the sheriff's deputies in the news. Don't let that freak you out. As it turned out, someone at the end of the street apparently drove down to the end of the street and then committed suicide. Oh, awful, awful. Keep that person's family in your prayers tonight. So yeah, that was a little weird. A lot going on. Okay, I'm done. That's it. I'll keep you updated, and I just will not shut up. Over 8 minutes. Okay, bye. This is Mumbai Doug reminding you. When you're going to a urologist's office, a urologist who's going to be performing a very delicate procedure on you, don't mess with him. Just make him your best friend.